other news, Senator Claire McCaskill of Missouri made a stop in Kirksville to host a town hall. KTVO's Lewis Finley spoke to her about the current state of government affairs.
Missouri United States Senator Claire McCaskill is prepping for what will be a highly watched contest in 2018. She's hosting town halls across the state and on Wednesday stopped at Truman State University.
Trying to see if I can set a record.
That's how it is in other countries, and they do it at half the cost or about that than what we do.
I'm here at Truman State University, where the Claire McCaskill Town Hall meeting has brought in larger than expected crowds. It's a mix of Kirksville residents, Truman State students, and concerned Missourians. Critics and supporters gather to hear her stances on key issues facing the country. I spoke to McCaskill after a nearly 2-hour forum. Among key issues, healthcare, mending a divided country, and next year's election. McCaskill says she wants to compromise and negotiate the current healthcare system.
Now that the Republicans have failed with Republicans to do repeal and replace, I now am hopeful that we can do this on a bipartisan basis.
McCaskill says the president's budget doesn't serve rural America. According to the senator, the Department of Agriculture, Transportation, and Public School money will be taken away, and a rise in health care.
The budget that the president presented was devastating to rural communities. It was much more favorable to St. Louis and Kansas City than it was to rural communities.
And with the fallout from Charlottesville,
there wasn't a clear, clarion call that we reject that kind of bigotry. And then it got all muddled up. And then it became about the monuments.
Those Confederate monuments? McCaskill says they should be evaluated on when they were put up and their historical meaning. The 2018 election is coming quickly, and Republicans are eyeing her seat. Yet, she calls herself the underdog.
I understand people were really frustrated with the status quo, and they wanted a disruption. They wanted somebody who would really shake the status quo. So I want to really feel that and understand what I can be doing to help with that.
Lewis Finley, KTVO News.